Hello friends, this is Nirvan. Actually today I am going to start a blog on Japanese language proficiency tests. So as you know, when I was a student and in Japan also many people are working in Japan and they're really afraid of Japanese language, how to learn it and how to grasp. But I was a trainer 12 years ago in India and I had many students trained in Japanese language. So I have created a course with short tricks and everything is free. You don't have to pay anything. If you practice and go by the course content, so I have created I'll be creating N5, N4, N3, and maybe N2 later. So if you go by the course, you will be able to pass by following the tricks and by working as per the curriculum. So this course I have named Pass JLPT N5 in 1 month, and it is quite possible. The only thing you have to do is give 2 to 3 hours every day, or after afterwards you can reduce it like 1 hour a day. So let's go through the course together and see how we can pass. Hello friends, so now let us see the syllabus. Okay, so I have divided the syllabus into 4 parts. One is script, which is basic, to learn every language you need to learn the script. And second is vocabulary. Vocabulary is there are 643 vocabulary in total, and I will in the next week I will give you the tips and tricks how to learn the vocabulary in 1 week. The third part is kanji, which is again a script, but I have separated it because kanji is a different type of script. It's a pictorial representation of the hiraganas or the Japanese words. So we will deal with it in a different way, in a very fun and in a way where you can learn it very easily and you will never forget. Okay, and number fourth is grammar. Grammar is the pillar of Japanese language. So if you learn grammar, so pretty much there will be a lot of questions in N5 on grammar, particles, everything. And related to that, I will give you tips and tricks and how to learn the grammar in a very, in a very easy way. I think you will enjoy those things. So there is another part, which is the listening part, which I have not included in this course, but it is pretty much a part like from number 2, that vocabulary to grammar. We will include it slowly, little bit, because in N5 listening doesn't play much role. Okay, so once you complete the script and go to vocabulary and attend the next session next week, I think you will pretty much understand how you're going and you will be confident. Okay, thank you. And so now the script. So scripts, let us not discuss kanji in this part. We'll discuss about hiragana and katakana. Hiragana actually was simplified from kanji. Kanji was used by the upper class of the Japanese society, mainly the male nobles, samurais, and those section of higher section and creamy layer of the society. But kanji was very difficult. While doing the daily work, day-to-day work, people were not able to grasp kanji. Many people were not able to grasp kanji. So they simplified this kanji into hiragana. So hiragana, you will see hiragana in a later part when I will be showing you how to write hiragana. You will be able to understand. Okay. So this hiragana katakana link I have given. Katakana is mainly for foreign words. Those words which are borrowed from foreign dictionaries or vocabularies, these are for katakana. So katakana and hiragana you can learn from this link which I have pasted. Then writing pattern will be from left to right and top to bottom. Okay, so start with hiragana and then slowly, after you learn hiragana, move to katakana. And hiragana basically don't just memorize and read and memorize and read. Don't do that. Once you practice it 2 to 3 times one line, then you try to write it from Romaji. How to do that, I will be showing you in the next slide. Okay, so that is a very effective way of learning hiragana and katakana. You just learn the line for 2 to 3 times, then you just write some random words okay, so let us see how to write. Okay, so now as you see that we have introduced you with the hiragana and katakana and kanji, what are they. So let us start, take one by one. So for the scripts, you can practice together hiragana and katakana together. First you go by hiragana, then once you are comfortable in hiragana, you can start katakana. So hiragana is basically very easy to grasp. Katakana students generally have difficulty. So I'll show you how to write hiragana. Okay, I'll show you 2 to 3 script, 2 to 3 later, so that you can practice later on by the link I have shared in the below. Also I have shared the link, so you can follow later on. Okay, so now as you can see, like the vowels, I'll show you the vowels of hiragana. Okay, what are they? So the vowels are a, e, u, a and o. So these are the first line of hiragana. Okay, so how to write, as you have seen in the slide, which was described some time back, that you have to follow left to right and top to bottom. So see a. So first, which is a top, but also starting from the leftmost. So it will be go. Then this and this. So many questions why it is there, why I am starting here, because it is the leftmost and the topmost. So this one. So if I break it like this one, then it will come say and this. So now you understand how it is. Similarly, E, which is very simple, it will be like this. So it will, first step will come this way, second step it will come. Okay, so this is A and this is E. Likewise, you practice everything. Anywhere if you find any difficulty writing something or understanding the order of writing, you can comment in the box below and I will definitely reply to that, or I will try to send you the reply immediately. Okay, so let me wrap this one. So katakana, as you see, this is very, because since it was hiragana was discovered for ladies in the women section in Japan, which the Japanese society at that time thought that they will not be able to dedicate much time, so they simplified kanji into hiragana. So now this is a hiragana is for the own, something which is own to Japan, for those things which originated from Japan. But katakana is totally a foreign, they wanted to identify the foreign elements in their society, so discovered katakana. Okay, katakana is not polite, it has some sharp edges. Okay, so I will also write the first 5 letter of katakana. So it will be a, e, u, a, o. Okay, so you see sharp, and then this a, then e. See, nowhere you can see any round thing or smooth. It will be like cut by some sword, right? So this is how you have to write the katakana also. So now how to practice. If you go on write and write again and again, it will not help. So this is the tricks of the day. So for the script, the best thing is that you create some random romajis, okay, and then you try to write it in hiragana, and then you try to write it in katakana. How to do it, I'll show you. For example, you write a word au, random word, or au. So once you know more word, you can put like saku, So then you have to make it into hiragana. Okay, what is a, and u, and a, o. So you have to make it. Similarly, you can write it here also, a, u, like that. So you have to practice like this. So once at the beginning, definitely you will find it very hard to uh, find out, to remember the words, but slowly if you keep on practicing, it will help. And at the end of 1 week, next week again I'm going to give you the curriculum. So this week totally dedicate for hiragana, katakana, and any scripts you found. Okay, thank you very much.